Hello and welcome. This week we're going to be looking at the act of goal setting and maybe looking at different approaches that people have to goal setting. When I think about my way of going about and setting a goal, making a goal, I notice that it fits into a few categories. When it comes to the time frame, it is very much in the near future. So it might be in the next 3 months, I want to be doing this. It's usually in a reasonable amount of time. That's where I'm projecting to. Another thing I notice about my goals is that they're very realistic. And I'm not saying that something bigger would be unrealistic, just that it's a very logical next step. So I can see where I've been, I know where I'm at, I can make a logical leap to what's going to be next. You can see them. It's very evident by what is happening out in the world. And then finally, where this information comes from. Where is the feedback coming from that I need to make this goal? And that is definitely coming from the outside world. So actually, this is a very good example. The house is a mess. I need to clean up the house. Who is telling me that the house is a mess? Tribe is telling me that the house is a mess. Therefore, I need to please the tribe and I'm going to work on the house. So I set a goal to clean up the house for 5 minutes every single day. A lot of my goal setting, it's not necessarily something coming from within. By them telling me this, I'm now internalizing this and then going to be moving forward because of what they're telling me. They don't realize that. And I didn't realize that until recently. And really I'm allowing that to happen. I'm allowing their feedback to dictate what my next steps are going to be. And I realized that the reason why it's difficult for me to plan out way far in advance, there's so much unknown. So when it comes to now and then 5 years from now, so many different things could be going on. It's so hard to project into this darkness. And not that it's scary, it's just that I can't see it. It's like where I'm kind of in the dark. Anything could be out there. I feel like I don't really have control because it's like, I don't know. I'm not sure what's out there. As far as what exactly it looks like, I don't know. I just kind of go with the flow. Now, if I contrast that to what else is out there, then what else is out there is like goals that are not just very short, very like, okay, in the next month. They're further out and maybe they don't even have a time frame connected to it. So instead of being something measurable, it is something that is not necessarily measurable by the same sense as far as I can visually see that this is happening. It's bigger than that. It's more under the surface. And then finally, it would be, instead of coming from others, these goals are coming from yourself. There's something inside of you that is saying, I am going to do this for myself, or I'm going to do this for others. It's not just others are telling me I need to do this. Because as we've talked about in the past, the things that are coming from others, it's only skin deep for someone like me and maybe someone like you. It is getting you to a certain point, but then really to kick yourself into gear, it has to come from within. I think what I've been doing is really avoiding setting goals that are identity based, that are looking at who I am as a person and who will I be in the future. Because again, my set identity is striking again because it's like, well, who I am now is going to be the same past, present, and future. How can I possibly change because this is who I am? This is me. And that's not the greatest attitude to have. You have to have kind of a sense of openness and almost a sense of detachedness in looking at what this future self might be thinking and might be doing based on all like the projection of where you're headed. When you're thinking about it in a detached way, it's non-judgmental way. And as I am experiencing, I'm super judgmental when it comes to myself. And so it's very difficult to kind of detach, but at least knowing that that is something that I want to attain, that's something I want to be thinking about, and being okay with what a version may look like of myself, and kind of thinking through the implications of that version of myself. So the other barrier that I have when setting goals is the fear of not attaining these goals. And I feel like that is tied to more of a fixed mindset. I'm very fixed when it comes to fearing what others are going to think about me, because it's again, it goes back to that all or nothing kind of attitude. It's like they either love me or they hate me. There's nothing in between. And so when it comes to setting these goals, what if I don't make the goal? What if I set this goal and I don't make it? And it's kind of ridiculous, because I know I've set a lot of goals and I haven't met them. But when it comes to the big things, I've set goals and I have made them, because I'm afraid of the tribe. I'm afraid of others that are going to judge me based on my making it or not, because I want people to see me as valuable and useful, and so there is my goal. That's my goal that I'm setting for myself. But it's not really for myself. It's well, I guess it is for myself, but it's because I feel like it's for the others. It's for the others that I make this goal, because then the others tell me that I'm successful. It's never like I'm telling myself I'm successful. The others are telling me. That means that if I don't make the goal, then there's like the opposite reaction. Instead of being in a good place, in a good position with the tribe, I'm now in a bad position with the tribe. And that I want to avoid at all costs. So it's almost like these realistic goals are helping me to achieve something that I know I can achieve. They're safe. These are nice, safe goals to have, because I know I can get there, and then the tribe will tell me I'm there, and then this cycle just keeps going and going and going. Again, it goes back to being very shallow. They're very shallow goals, not in the sense that they're talking about shallow things, but just that they're not rich, they're not deep, they're very on the surface, and like what you would expect everybody to be going towards and achieving, and not those big things that are really going to make you have some character, just be a real life person and not just a robot. So we have come to the infamous, so what, now that I've looked at goals and seen that there's different kinds of goals out there, and I'm doing one kind of goals, and I have all these things going on in my head that are blocking me from getting to actual goals, so what? What does this all mean? As I was thinking through this week, something came to my mind as I was trying to come up with the so what can I do then differently, and that made me think of Apple's slogan, think different. And so my whole life I've been thinking one way. Now I need to think different. Instead of going to path A, I need to try path B. And what does path B look like? When I thought of think different, I thought of Apple, and I was reminded of the golden circle from Simon Sinek, where you have the 3 concentric circles, and in the inside of the circle you have the why, the how, and then the what. And why is this important? Because I've been living in what land, and so all my goals have been focused on the what, and the what is coming from others. What are others seeing? They're telling me, and so therefore that's how I'm making my goals. And so I'm working on all this fluffery things without having the why. And that's what I need to focus on. That why is missing in my life. Now, others might be the opposite. They have their why, but they haven't spread it out to figure out the what. And maybe you're dealing with one of those problems as well. If I were to bullet point this, what do I need then? First of all, I need the why. Why am I doing this? Why am I even focused on this thing or that thing? And it's going to be bigger than because so-and-so told me that I need to do it. No, it needs to come from me. What is my why? It needs to be a big picture. It's not just the little details. Also, it needs to be embedded in values. My personal values is what is lacking. I've got tons of reasons out there of why I'm going to do this for that person and that for this person, and reason, got all of that. But what I'm missing is what value is that attaching to? And I need to stop proving things to others. I am so used to trying to prove myself to others. I need to prove it to myself. And all those things are the missing puzzle piece to why the type of goal that I'm missing in my life. There are different types of goals out there. I really got that one type of goal that is very detailed, that is very forward moving, but what I'm missing are these other items. And we're always talking about balance. So I'm not saying that one is bad and the other is good. They're both important. We need to have both types of goals in our life. I found this activity where you write a postcard from your future self. So this is going to serve as my personal value why I am focused on this channel, on talking to you guys and working through and thinking through my identity. And I'm going to read it to you. It has no projected date. All I know is that my future self is looking back at me right now, and this is what they are saying to me. Hi, Jenny, in September 2020. I remember like it was yesterday. You have just started spending time understanding yourself. I know that you have been battling yourself and your own feelings. You will make mistakes. You will have setbacks. But you should be proud that you took the initiative to battle the Balrog. Now don't freak out, but it turns out that you are the Balrog. Take heart in knowing you will become transformed like Gandalf on the other side. Grab hold of each moment and cherish the time to become a better person and the hero in your own story. So that is all that we have for this week. I hope that you join me next time when we look at something different. And with that, I will say goodbye. So when I... Stop making noise. From Simon... Dang it.